Halo semua.
Hey guys, hello. Hello everyone.
Selamat siang. So this is one talk that making both of us here standing between you and lunch. Will be prompt. So hopefully like what we're about to share in the next 30 minutes here can be helpful to some or even like many of you.
So we hope this talk will be interesting because I know everyone is waiting for lunch now. Don't want to waste time, just let's be interesting and try to see what we are trying to say.
So first we are going to start with a quick introduction about ourselves. My name is Budi Kusmiantoro. We present in English today, but I'm actually native in Jakarta, born and grew up here. A long time ago, I went to the US to continue my study, but also like finally work, have family. So long story short, like 16 years of professional experience there, including the last time at Google, 4.5 at PayPal, actually no, 2.5 at PayPal, and my early days was actually on L2, L4, and embedded systems. So just quick show of hands here, how many of you actually have worked in L2, L4 before? Or know anything about it? Or heard about it? Ouch, okay. That's like layer 2 and the layer 4 of IT stack. So completely different field basically, and then I switched to PayPal going all the way to the application layer and never looked back. So about 2.5 years ago, I came back to Jakarta and joined one of the startup company here as a VP of their core program. And finally about 8 to 9 months ago, I joined OVO to follow my passions like working on Fintech for Indonesia. So
hey guys, selamat siang. And my name is Rohit Sharma, and I actually belong to India. So mostly all my career has been in India only. I born and grew up there in India, and my college education, all of my experience, everything is in India, right? So I have around 12 years of experience. So mostly we focused on before OVO here. I worked in Paytm, which is the biggest payment system in India. So I worked there for more than 3 years. And before that I was in Monster.com, that is a job site. So I have been there also for almost more than 3 years. So these are the main key experiences in my career actually, where I grew and learned a lot. And before that I had much experience in telecom sector and in medical imaging and these kind of things, all technical though. So 5+ years of experience there. In HCL also, there's an MNC. So yes, and totally 12 years experience like this. And in last May 2018, I moved here in Jakarta, in OVO, carrying my experience from Paytm, which is same, payments industry in India, and the biggest one now. So I have experience on that. So just trying to help out here to make OVO grow more, to contribute in its success, and just to rock Indonesia about that. So thank you.
So since both of us came from OVO, so we are going to share more about our experience working at OVO as a fintech industry here, especially on the e-money business. But frankly speaking, is that all the challenges that we are going to share actually should be faced by the same similar companies outside as well. So perhaps like to make things easier, like we have a 1-minute video to share like where OVO have been in the last 1 year, 1.5 years. As a product, it's actually like a really early stage of the product we have. Like it's just like we are just 1.5 years compared to a few other startups here that have been 4 to 6 years. about OVO. As a product, we launched in August or September 2017. So it's just like a year and a half year of product. So right now, like we've been growing really, really rapidly. Like 500,000 plus merchants, 200,000 like UMKM. So this is just like a quick timeline, but I'm not going to go over everything in detail. But notice that one of the strategy of OVO that is quite different from the other players. We are actually like claiming to be like an open ecosystem. For people to be able to use OVO as a payment system, they don't really need to use the OVO applications at all. They can do it from the Grab applications, they can use it like do it from the Tokopedia applications. So that is the key differentiations. All of those basically like this is pretty much what OVO is today. We are dealing with large merchants, small to medium size of merchants, any kind of payments, peer-to-peer transfers, transfer out to banks, various kind of top-up capabilities, Grab rides and all the other transportations, and also parking. So this makes things all really, really complicated. So plenty of challenges totally. It's really good for the business to be honest, like they're really growing, really expanding really, really fast. But it's a huge challenge for the tech team. So covering a bit about our challenges, like there are 4 things that we consider, like we group them basically. The first one is the payment usages. We have to continue to expand our payment usages to make it like so that OVO can be a real like day-to-day application for any kind of your payment capabilities. Next one is delighted features. As a fintech company, we are being forced, we have to continue to innovate. We cannot just stop innovating like, hey, things are already working, let's stop doing that. The third one is actually pretty big, regulation and standards. Like, as you might have heard already, fintech in Indonesia is really like very well regulated industry. So we are basically being have to abide like a lot of regulations. Rohit will actually cover a lot more about the topic later on of being like a fintech company in Indonesia. So the last one is more about customers, merchants, networks, and agents. This is actually to describe like we have heterogeneous kind of users of the OVO. OVO customers is not just like people using OVO to make payment. Merchants, drivers, Udo agents are all of the above as well. So challenges against growth everywhere. So definitely like one thing that is super critical for the company is stability and scalability. Like whenever we deal with offline payment, downtime is actually not acceptable at all. Like 5-minute downtime, 10-minute downtimes. This is like way beyond impact to revenue, way beyond impact to like founders complaining, but it's actually like chaos everywhere. So imagine that if OVO is completely down for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, it's probably like chaotic like across Indonesia. People cannot go out from parking, people cannot pay for restaurants after they eat. And worst come to worst, if they cannot pay the Grab drivers after the ride, that would be terrible. Every 10 to 15 minutes we block the Grab drivers, they're actually losing income because like they cannot take on like the next ride. Let me see. The slide move too fast. So when we talk about uptime and success rate, typically like how do you deal with it? The first and foremost problem challenge across all companies is actually like, how do you measure it? How do you know that what you're tracking to against? Because like uptime, we talk about a lot easier, like how we have to be like 3 nights or even 4 minutes. But how exactly you measure it? Especially when your business is actually really widespread. So there are only 2 words that we are dealing with on daily basis. One is redundancy, second one is resiliency. The next big questions that we are facing on a regular basis is like what to scale. So databases, hardware, app server, and network are the easy things that we have to scale anyway. It's obvious to everybody. As transactions keep going up, we have to continue to scale all of this. Perhaps like just to give like a quick perspective that back in August last year, we actually celebrated that we reached 1 million transactions per day. It's actually a pretty huge number for any startup, to be honest, especially in Southeast Asia right now. But since then, we never look back. I can't really share our current numbers here today. But those 1 million transactions per day is kind of like history now. Quite fun. So the next thing here is a processes and tools. Once we have scaled up all those hardware, network, application servers, but it's still not enough. Processes and tools have to continue to evolve. If your processes is still really problematic, your velocity will be impacted quite a lot. And the last one here that I put a smiley face here is actually about the people themselves. Because people is definitely the key, just like what Pak Christian mentioned earlier. It's everything more about the people at the end of the day. The next thing that is being challenged as a fintech company is also security and risk. We have various challenges, threats from everywhere, from external, internal, fraud, abusers, and money laundering. Of course, the big challenge here behind the scenes is how do we prevent it? And if we can react, how to react in real time? Because reacting a day later is already way too late. So hopefully that gives a quick overview of what challenges that we are facing. It's a very fast pace, everything is urgent. And if you really talk to the business, everything should have been done yesterday, not even next quarter. So that's exactly what we're dealing with every day now. And if you notice that, yes, we've been growing really fast. We've been delivering here over and over again. What will the business do next? Will they say hey guys, I think we have achieved enough, let's slow down. That's not going to happen. The more tech team can deliver, business will actually get done. Because again, the goal is financial inclusion across Indonesia. We are trying to achieve the skilled people from Sabang to Merauke. Huge things to carry. So how do you feel as the tech team behind the scenes? Easy call, we are so panicked, it's so fear, we're getting burned out. But how about this instead? So, how many of us actually right now see this hey, that's a huge challenge that I want to be in? Because this is actually perhaps one unique place to really feel all this rapid growth, in which the transactions grows 2x, 3x, 4x in the next 3 months, 4 months. So that's actually quite amazing. So hopefully I shared quite a bit about our challenges, and Rohit will cover more about what exactly specifically is fintech in Indonesia and all the other challenges that we are dealing with.
Thank you, Pak. So Pak Budi actually explained moreover on business strategies and how we figure out the things, how we cope up with challenges and these kind of things, how we are reacting on the features, developments, and all kind of things, and having all these things while growing up rapidly and seeing the huge traffic and challenges amongst the industry and these things. So some things what I want to present is probably a little bit of something what we do behind technical scenes, not so technical, just a kind of theoretical scenes. So like this. Having said that we have been facing challenges. So what kind of challenges normally we face? We means every payment organization in Indonesia. It's not only about Go actually. So common challenges are, if you can see, the first one is we don't have cloud availability here much. So if you talk about the major cloud providers like AWS or GCP, which is Google Cloud, or Microsoft Azure Stack, which are proven to have sustainable and production level setups for the clouds, are not here. So what does it mean? If we don't have cloud, then what? So that comes with some challenges, and those include you have to host your systems in the physical data centers here, right, in Indonesia, which is co-location data centers. You have to manage all the servers, network, and connectivities, etc., everything yourself. And one more thing, why we cannot, go out of Indonesia for that to have cloud? Because normally clouds are in Singapore and other countries, right? Why not we can go there? Because definitely we are a payments industry and there is a standard, like there are definitely so many standards we have to follow. Regulatories we have to follow, right? So like such as PCI DSS. So PCI DSS is Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. Since we are a payments company, we must have to follow the standards. And that says one of the rules, so you cannot take out the data of users out of the country. So here being said, we cannot take out the data out of Indonesia. That restricts us to actually use cloud out of Indonesia. So that's why we are actually coping up with this challenge and having the experience on physical setup, co-location data centers. We are really dealing it very well here. So that is one thing. And obviously there are standards. So you cannot do just anything out of the world and you can just scale up anything, you can just create any application, you can just do any kind of setup, etc., etc. You have to really take care of the security standards. So there is not only just you have to scale, you have to build, you have to develop something, you have to also take care of what are the regulations in this particular piece of code or system. Next thing is, this is mostly about no availability of managed services. So when you have cloud setups and all, you definitely get so many advantages of having so many managed services. Such as if you talk about AWS, any other service like RDS, which is a relational database service of AWS and other clouds, which automatically manages your databases, failovers, redundancies, scaling issues, etc., everything. But if you don't have that, you have to manage it yourself, which means you have to manually or yourself automate the things so that database don't go down or scaling is up to the mark. You have to think about scalability of your systems yourself. Some more things like auto scaling. Normally auto scaling is a very famous term in cloud world, right? But when you're not in cloud, when you're in hosted data centers, then auto scaling automatically is not available. Then you have to automate your stuff up to that level that you can cope up with this challenge. And other services, so there are so many managed services, like if you talk about queuing service, caching service, search engines, databases, so everything comes as managed services. But when you don't have cloud, then you have to do everything yourself. So here, actually, people, processes, technical capabilities, compatibilities really come into place. And these are the challenges though. But what about how do you overcome these things? So it's not that we are facing challenges and that's it. No, it's not like that. We are growing also, right? So how are we growing, right, with these challenges? So these are some pointers, like some basic pointers which we are following. Everyone has to follow. Like very basic parts of every system. Like if you want to provision something, means you want to create some services or some tools. So how do you create the infra and all? So there are so many technology, you can do manual also, but if you are really dealing with over kind of a scale, so manual thing is really not what you really want. So you have to do automation on that. Either you are running virtual machines or containers like Docker, etc., or orchestration like you can use Apache Mesos, Kubernetes, Docker Swarm, whatsoever. IAC, which is what is the infra as a code. So either you can build your infra manually or you can write as a code, so whenever you run code, automatically infra is built. So these are some things which actually helps you to take out these challenges from your path. Next is binary deployments, which is mostly normally deployments. How do you deploy new code into the system? And having seen so many features, you really have to have continuous integration in the place. So CI/CD, test, automation, so that no code will go to your systems with having some bugs or problems, so that you don't feel problems in your website or in your app. Next is production support. It's a very critical term actually. Production support is very critical because if you're dealing with so many users or so huge traffic, so definitely issues will come. You cannot say that issue will not come. It's not possible. Issues will definitely come, but how do you fix that and how do you react to those issues in the fastest manner? So mostly your processes, your SOPs, documentations, your team availability, everything comes into this place. And how do you do production support? So probably you will put best monitoring and alerting into the place. So not only the reactive monitoring, it's more over towards the proactive monitoring, right? So it's like proactive monitoring which says something that, oh, something is going to happen now in the system. If you come to know in advance for that, so that you can really fix it before really bad things happen. Self-healing system. Self-healing system means you build system in that way that it automatically fails over. If something goes bad, it automatically heals up itself. So like failover strategies and high availability, these are the common examples of these things. Next thing is moreover of a proactive approach. So how do you do proactive approach? So probably you can design for failure. You know that system will fail, but how will you survive that? Automatically probably, right? So then you have to design for failure. Like I already gave you the examples of high availability, no single point of failures, automatic failovers. These are the things you can really do that. And one thing you can do everything, but more commonly, how do you make sure that whatever you are setting up or whatever you are configuring is really working? That's the main challenge. You can set up high availability, you can set up whatsoever, but is it working or not? How will you know? So there is something called preventive maintenance, which actually means you have to test your system in advance. Before something goes bad, you have to test it. How will you do it? So preventive maintenance, like suppose you can do DR drills, you can do failover drills, you can do failover of databases in advance, not when the issue is happening, in advance, in before, planning. So you will come to know that yes, if I have set up a system for failover or if I have set up a database for failover, it's really working or not. And this is a very key feature for stability actually. Ensure your core system is always up. So you cannot always say that my system will always be up 100% every module or tier services. No. These will go down obviously, but yes, core system means the main services of your application. Like suppose we talk about OVO, so a wallet, top up, transfer, P2P, PTP, these are the main core tier 1 services. So you cannot deal with it if these go down. So these are the tier 1 services. So we have to make sure that at least your tier 1 or your core services are always up. How will you do that? So you can thin out the services, you can take out other dependencies on those services, but at least these services can always be up and running. It doesn't matter your tier 2 services are going down, but those should not impact your tier 1. So this kind of structure or architecture we should build actually. And so these are mostly about challenges and how you overcome with using technical tools or skills, etc., etc. But main thing is what else come into the place when you are really still dealing with these challenges. Not only technical skills or capabilities can help you out. Moreover, the main thing or main core strategy is the team or the people. Actually, if you don't have team or people to support, then probably you cannot grow. So that is the main and crucial part of this ecosystem actually. So we have to really have a good team and build an efficient team for that. What are the key parts for that actually? So first of all, right culture. Right culture means integrity, transparency, grow others and teamwork. These things will say normally. Integrity. So we have to be really pure in our hearts, open to us, and be humble and polite, right? These kind of things you have to have in your team. When they are open and when they say anything or everything, when they support you, when they trust you, then obviously you can really achieve anything. If there is no trust between the teams or the people, then obviously there will be conflicts. And apparently that will eventually hurt the vision of the company. Because obviously people are the ones who are really behind the growth of the company. Transparency, I told you, we have to be transparent. Whatever going on, if we are making something bad and if we are making something good, we have to be clear. That happens because of that. Grow others means you don't have to just do the things and just keep it inside yourself. So the main thing is KTs and all, you have to really grow other teams, do that KTs, knowledge transfer, etc. That is very important. If you don't do it, so you have to restrict yourself in your domain only, others will not grow. Teamwork is very important. Next is right mindset. So if we have right mindset like ownership, accountability, trust the vision, these are all actually inbuilt components of a good team or efficient team. Knowledge transfer, we already talked about this. So mostly onboarding, whenever a new person joins, onboarding is very important. That person should feel that yes, I am in the correct company, right company, and I am really hoping more from this company, and then he can feel or he or she can feel that yes, I can do wonders with this company. I can really put my 100%, 200% effort. It just starts. You know, the famous saying is, first impression is the last impression. So that really says. Team document, you have to create documents, so enable everyone on that. Run books, yes. Production issues, any kind of support, run books is the thing. You have to have that. So whenever you, I know everyone feels boring about the documentation. The documentation, no, it's very boring thing. I also feel the same. In my past, I never used to get documentation. I used to feel so much boring. If my manager or my head used to say, this document is needed, because no, it's a very boring thing. But now I understand, believe me guys, documentation is very much important. When you are leading something, when you are dealing with employee or team or these kind of processes, it is must. You cannot really depend on any one person, seriously. And it is a must-have thing, believe me. Okay, so this was all what we wanted to show, probably. Now these are some takeaways. Mostly since we are talking about DevOps today, so something specifically what is DevOps. So normally everyone knows, and it is a very confusing statement in the world. Actually, what is DevOps? Some people say DevOps is not a team, it is a culture, it's something else, it's blah 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 blah. But if we say, yeah, the most important thing or the correct one is DevOps is a culture. Everyone knows that. But what I think, probably culture is something you can choose or not to choose, right? You can opt or not to opt. So culture is like that. So you can say, I don't want to adopt that culture, or you can adopt that culture. You cannot force anyone on that. So if you say DevOps is a culture, then you are probably not aligned with the vision. So probably it's not only the culture. What is DevOps? So it's probably, like you said, there's a statement, DevOps is in your blood, your DNA. So when you feel this, when you're in a company, technical company, and then you follow all the DevOps approaches from your heart inside, then you will really grow with the company. Then you will really do the wonders, and then you will really feel what really we have to do. We have to follow the process or not. And when you will do that, then you can do. And when it's your blood or it's in your DNA, you cannot opt out this thing. That I cannot opt out my blood or DNA. Then this is the statement because of that. So not only culture, it should be your DNA or your blood, right? Which you cannot try to throw up. Teamwork, don't let it fear down. Again, we said people is very important, very much important. We all experience this actually. If your team is not supporting you or if you're not able to support your team, period, you cannot grow. Cannot. True leadership, yeah, that's a very famous saying. I think I don't have to explain this to all. When leadership is good, everyone is good, everything is good. So it has to be from all the way top to down, and everyone should be very much clear what's the vision of the company, etc. Next, how to design a system that is sustainable. So we already talked about these things. So these are the takeaways, what everyone should be having in mind when we are building a company or when we want to target a particular user base or traffic, etc. So these are the things where you have to really take these things in mind, and then you have to grow or build the systems accordingly. Okay, so now I think you will come here now. what's next for us there. So yes, obviously, we definitely want to say, and we are failing this also, building a world-class tech team, delivering a world-class product, and for millions Indonesia. Like I said, we are here to rock Indonesia, and that simply says that. So believe when everyone has OVO and we are just, if you forget your wallet also, don't matter, you have phone. And I believe no one here in the world now forgets mobile. Everyone can forget wallet. Mobile is everywhere now, with everyone. So if you have open application and which can serve anything or everything for you in daily basis or monthly basis whatsoever, then yes, that's how you say we are offering.
Perhaps like just a couple more notes like to add on to that. Like again, quick of hands, how many of you have ever been an on-call person supporting production systems? How many of you, like when you get a page, your system is down, you're trying to fix it, debug it, and your hand is shaking? Exactly, yes. What we are facing in OVO is actually quite a lot more than that. Because again, when it happens, it's not just the users, it's merchants, agents, drivers, your family members. I cannot use OVO, I cannot get this cashback. So, plenty of pressure. And how many of you, like when you get a page, let me not act it, hopefully my other friend will act it for me, or maybe my manager will cover it for me so I don't have to deal with this? Okay, thank you for being honest on that. So this is exactly the teamwork that Rohit has been emphasizing. Like, OVO is down. Who is on call? How come your caller is not responding? Being any DevOps SRE available. How many actually raise their hand? I'm available. Okay? That's exactly what we are trying to build here. This is exactly like what we've been trying to emphasize a lot. We don't need a rocket scientist here, basically. We don't need a PhD to do all this. What we need is actually like an attitude, ownership, accountability. We have monitoring alerting in place by now. But there are certain weekends, especially those 60% cashback, in which we have huge volume of transactions. How many of our engineers actually like, I know we have monitoring alerting, not enough, I'm going to monitor this dashboard with my own eyes, just in case something happens, I can detect it 2 minutes early. So that's the passion that we are looking for. And again, like this is not just OVO specific, pretty sure like a customer also experience the same thing when they are done. It's just like the volume of transactions and the nature of being an offline payment, like make things a lot more urgent. So I think that should wrap our talk today. Hopefully it's just giving something to all of you, teman-teman DevOps and IT professionals. So perhaps we are open for one or two questions, and what will be available during the open sessions after the lunch. Anyone?
Yeah, thank you very much for your talk. I've never known OVO any more than the cashbacks you guys normally give out, and it was a really good experience knowing what you guys do and how you guys are running your system. Since this is a DevOps talk, I would really want to ask, it's a bit of a multi-layered question, but I hope it's okay. Was DevOps, or the culture of DevOps, actually a concern when you started? And since you guys scaled so quickly, and did you plan for that growth? And was the DevOps involved? And if you did, can you share a bit on how it evolved over time, your DevOps from day one to DevOps to today? Thank you very much.
Let me try to cover the first half and Rohit will complete the second half. The answer is mostly no to those questions. Exactly, that's the real. When I joined the company about 8-9 months ago, I think that we were not as big as today, but we were not small either. I believe at the time we didn't even have monitoring and alerting in place. We actually outsourced that to a third-party company, sadly. In which my first question when I joined the company, in case the system is down right now, how fast that we have the right engineer in front of their laptop ready with VPN? 30 minutes if you are lucky. Not acceptable. Even when I joined the company, I think I remember Rohit told me that all of our deployment was still manuals. We really need to invest. Ooh, but we have these stability challenges. Some databases do not even have slaves yet right now. Which one should we prioritize first? So that's old days, it happened. It was rough and really tough. But those days are hopefully like quite gone by now. But we still have a lot of homework to do. Typically when I talk to different people, compare us basically a 2-year or 1.5-year tech startup company versus like tech startup that has been around for 4 to 6 years. And ask those folks, how was your tech team during your first year and second year? Pretty sure like a lot of things was still super manual. Like on daily basis, like we are facing like, okay, what are the 3 top priority things that we must drop because we don't have bandwidth? Because we have more other things to do. And that's actually the fun thing about Novo as well. We have plenty of challenges, still plenty of opportunities to contribute.
I think you answered enough on that, but yes, some pointers on that. Probably when you said DevOps and we did plan it for not, yes, like Budi said, no. We got challenges and then we faced those. So it was not easy, brother. Please understand that. It was not easy at all. Right now still, I don't know I would be able to sleep tonight or not. Believe that. Because we still are facing so many challenges and it happens, right? Either it is an improvement or an issue or whatsoever, but yes, now coming to this particular month, working for so many months, we definitely improved so many things. So yes, we improved so many things. DevOps now in OVO is pretty better, far better than it was probably 8 to 10 months back. The processes, the automations, or the technologies, whatsoever we are using, now it's pretty far much more, better than that. That time, just one thing, that time when we were there 8 to 10 months back, just an example, right? It's all about bandwidth. If you have bandwidth and you have set of resources, you can do then anything, right? But that time, we had different environments, right? Dev environment, UAT environment, staging environment, sandbox environment, production environment, and all of the deployments used to happen by the DevOps team only, SR team only. So they, probably what you say, 70-80% of the bandwidth of the team used to go in this only, which is not a value add for the team actually. This is a regular, business as usual activity. Then we then automated all those deployments and we handed over to the respective teams. So now DevOps don't do deployment on these environments. So which means we probably saved that 70% of the bandwidth for the team. And now we can invest that bandwidth to other important tasks, which we have been really doing for some months. That is just one basic example. So just like that. So it was not easy, but it was pretty much challenging, and we really cope up with that.
And perhaps like looking forward, one thing that I actually told Rohit still like a few months ago, would love to see like DevOps 2.0 within OVO in the next 6 months. So such that perhaps today, like most of the DevOps team members are supporting like either production support or feature development. But I'm actually questioning that, hey DevOps, when you receive requests from developer teams, hey I need this provisioning, I need this, I need that. How often that we're actually questioning back, hey, why do you need this by the way? Can I see your design? So that is like the direction that we are heading right now. So hopefully that answers some of your questions. Perhaps we have time for one more question. Perhaps last two, yeah?
I'm just curious, do you manage your own server or you put everything on the cloud?
Okay, so it was part of our presentation. Yes, we don't have that because of security standards, regulations, right? So, no. Unfortunately, we don't have cloud right now. So, which means we have everything on our physical data centers. And that says, yes, we have to manage everything ourselves. So, that was one of the biggest challenges we were facing and have been facing still. But yes, we have made processes. So that we don't feel much of that, backward on that. So we manage ourselves everything, but we have put automations, set up processes. Still more improvements are required, which we are working on, but yes, we are doing that. Does that answer your question? Thank you.
I have one last question from the gentleman in the back.
Okay, hi. Since you're a financial tech company, so I was concerned about security causes. Can you throw some light on it? Probably, do you have it in your pipeline? How do you manage it? That's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
Pretty broad questions, but let me try our best to answer that. Security is definitely like one of our scary things. Sometimes I'm actually debating myself like every morning when I get up. What news that I hate the most to hear? OVO down or OVO has been hacked. Perhaps the latter is a lot worse here. So we actually have our Q2 OKR, objective and key result. Actually Q1, from Q1 this year and Q2 and onwards, 0 customer data breach. That's our target. We put quite a lot of monitoring in place. We use a lot of tools. We do our own pen tests. Plus we also engage third party to do pen tests for us as well. So we have a small InfoSec team within the organization focusing purely on this topic. Yes, we have seen a lot of crazy creative things by users. So far we haven't seen any data breach, not good. But we do see people abusing us. Who remembers that Chinese New Year? We had a campaign during Chinese New Year last time, in which that we give random cash back whenever you do a peer-to-peer transfer. Actually, one of the day, we actually hit a record time of total transactions. So that's just one example. Many more examples, by the way. So I cannot really answer your questions to be really specific, but yeah, we actually put a lot of emphasis into that. We focus a lot. Currently, all those tools are actually quite expensive, but we are willing to pay because we really need that. Is it there for now? Alright, so one of us will still be available for the next, after lunch during the open sessions. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bapak.
Okay, so I am Rohit Sharma and I belong to India and I came here probably 10 months ago for joining OVO, and in India mostly I born and brought up in India only, and in 1987 the birth year, and my all education, my colleges and everything has been in India only. And if you talk about my experience, my work experience, everything is in India's northern part of India. I started job in northern part of India, and for around 12 years, 11 years of my experience has been in India, but in various organizations, various fields, but all technical, but different kind of organizations, right? Like suppose I started with Airtel, that is a very, the biggest telecom sector in India, like if you say here like telecoms or somewhere, right, like that. So I had experience on that, on ISPs, lease lines, these kind of things, broadbands. Then I switched to HCL, which is a very big MNC all over the world, but it is Indian-based company. There I worked on, mostly if you know Nokia is the client, so I worked on Nokia there, very good experience there. Then I moved on to a different Apollo Health Street, which used to manage American hospitals, medical documents, digital documents in their data centers. So we used to manage all those data centers and their documents, and every kind of ownership was on us in that company. So that was a very good and brief experience for me. And then I moved on to Monster.com. So Monster.com actually is a job site, like LinkedIn and etc. So it's also a job site. It's a global one in the US and every part of the world. But I was mostly handling MonsterIndia.com, so it was including India and Southeast Asia, these kind of departments. So I worked there for 3 years plus, and that was really a very good experience for me. And after that, I moved on to Paytm. So Paytm is actually the pioneer in payments in India. Like you see over there, all GoPay, right? But Paytm is the best one in India right now. But when I joined Paytm, it was not that huge. But after some time, we really got so much peak and traffic, and I really saw this kind of growth from my eyes itself. I really worked very hard there. We all team members. I really remember one time that we stayed total 3 days in office without even going home. That also I saw there. It was a really very deep and very big and very great experience for me, especially for payment section. Having said that, that's why I'm here now, because OVO wants to grow up to that level, and we really want to, rock Indonesia with that. So I'm carrying all my experience like that, and that's why I'm here now. So that's about me.
Okay. I'm going to give you 3 questions.
Yep.
Okay. The first one is, could you tell us a little bit about your presentation today?
Okay, so like it says, how DevOps revolutionize Indonesian fintech industry. So it was mostly about the fintech industry which are related to payments section, either via credit card or anything. And when you say fintech, why it is important? Because if you say fintech versus non-fintech companies, there is a very big difference in the operations or in the running of the company, or in technical terms. For DevOps also, yes, because DevOps is the core of all the central things, right? So when you want to grow anything, when you want to scale anything, when you want to do anything new or anything in the company, you always have to take care of the regulations of being a payments company. So when I said that PCI DSS, there is a standard of PCI DSS, which means Payments Card Industry Data Security Standard, which mandates you to follow some set of standards if you want to run a payments company. Otherwise, you will be in a problem. You cannot run the operation. You cannot get the licenses from Bank of Indonesia, etc., license. So that we have to follow that, actually. So my presentation today, not only mine, I mean our presentation today was actually about that only. How fintech companies in Indonesia can grow, specifically with DevOps skills, with payments taking in mind, with all the security standards, regulations. How will you capture these? How will you take care of all these things? How will you make sure that everything is implemented in your system, so that anytime any auditor can come and you will not be feeling any problem with that if you're already satisfying all the challenges and regulations. And believe me, audit is the worst thing you really want to face in any company. But yes, it is a reality. It comes on and off anytime. So, and you have to be prepared for that. And you can just be prepared with having the knowledge of that domain and by following the correct standards. So that was the presentation all about. And also, not only standards and regulations, you have to grow also, right? And we are growing at a very fast pace now in Indonesia, because in past 8 months I've seen really so much, 8 to 10 months I've seen a very huge difference in the traffic or in the users' expectations, behaviors. So we really want to have very good standards and automation in place to grow. And because in fintech we cannot grow in clouds, we don't have clouds, mature clouds in Indonesia right now. So we have to host everything on physical data centers, and mostly, as the presentation says, what you will follow, what standards you will follow, what process you will follow, how will you automate, keeping all that stuff in mind. That was actually the gist of the presentation, because in half an hour you cannot really explain so much. It's a very big and in deep topic to say, but we tried to actually focus on main pointers of this industry. That was.
Okay. The second question is, how do you feel about participating in DevOps Jakarta?
Oh, I feel really overwhelmed. I'm really honored to come here, and I'm really feeling very glad to being able to present in front of a very good and lovely audience. Really, believe me, I feel this audience today in this presentation is very, very generous. They're very humble, and they really were so much connected, and they really allowed us to present whatever we wanted. Because I have experience of other talks also, but here I see that audience is really very good, and I feel really good. Thanks for calling me here.
Okay, last question. Is there anything in your mind that maybe we can improve for next year? Or your feedback about this event?
I think more, I don't know, but yes, more reachability towards the people, because maybe not everyone is aware about DevOps Day. But I think we can spread it more via various social media lines. Whatever possible, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp channels, whatsoever. But because we really need to improve the, improve the knowledge of DevOps in Indonesia, because that will really help Indonesia to grow. It's actually OVO, or this DevOps talk is not only about OVO or any specific company, it's about Indonesia. When we are working hard for OVO, it's actually not only for OVO. I can really work for any company, but that does not give me this much challenge or enthusiasm. Why I feel good? Because whenever I go out in the market anywhere, I see OVO, and that gives me proud. That's why I'm here all the way from India. Otherwise, I was doing good there also, right? So that's what I was feeling. Same kind of enthusiasm there when I was in Paytm, because if you go in India anywhere, you will find Paytm everywhere. That gives you proud. You feel proud yourself. The same is happening here also. So that's what we are targeting. But yes, we have to. Why I'm saying that we have to grow the community of DevOps here, because like in the presentation, only one topic I would like to say, that it's not only about your technology or technical things what you're following. It's mostly on the people. What are there in that organization? If you have good set of people with good attitude and good adaptability and ownership, you can really do anything. It doesn't matter you are in cloud or not. It doesn't really matter. You can do anything. I can really make cloud myself in physical data centers also, but I cannot do everything myself. I need a good team for that. So if you have good team, you can really do anything. So that's why we need to grow this. Everything else was totally fantastic, not a problem.
Okay, thank you. Maybe is there any one word to describe about DevOps Jakarta 2019? One word.
About DevOps Day?
Yeah.
This event?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
That's all.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys.